I'm about to flip the script, flip the switch, magic trick, watch this, watch this. I'm about to make you trip, make you glitch, camera click, watch this, watch this. I put it like gold, check out the view. Out with the old, and in with the new. I'm in my new era. I'm better in my new era. I'm better in my new era.
Welcome to North London and to a different version of North London. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where Saracens take residency for the showdown. The first time ever that the women's side has joined the men for this celebration of cultures, fashion, music, and of course rugby. Premiership women's rugby, as round 16 sees Saracens play the newest kids on the top 4 block, Sale Sharks. Well, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is quite the place, isn't it? The first time ever that Saracens women have been made part of the showdown, and these are the sorts of things that you love to see. Who we also love to see is Rugby World Cup winner Cat Merchant. See, did you enjoy that?
I did, I like that.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Sunny, amazing stadium. It's going to be a great game. What's not to love?
Yeah, you played in a few nice spots. How about this one?
I'd have loved to. I'll tell you what, as a winger, like the width of this pitch, like it just, I would have loved to have played.
The in goal's quite shallow though, so might not see as much kicking through,
yeah,
will we?
the crossfields might be something that they're not looking as much to do.
Absolutely. Right, round 16 then of 18, the last round pre-Guinness Women's Six Nations. Saracens, PWR Cup winners at the start of the season, second place, home semi-final secured. All going well, apart from those 2 losses to Gloucester Hartpury, the champions. They lost a fortnight ago to them, then they had the bye week. Time to stew on that, perhaps. What have you made of Saracens this season?
Yeah, Saracens have been really impressive. They'll be gutted for those Gloucester losses, but I am a big believer losing in the earlier stages isn't such a bad thing as long as you learn from it, and then they are coming out for it. They want this final win. You can tell how much it means to them, and they've got world-class players in that squad, and I've been impressed with how they've been playing. Yeah,
and what about Sale Sharks then? 1 win in the first 10 games, then 5 wins out of their last 5. It shot them into the top 4. Extraordinary rise, isn't it?
Incredible, and I think it's a turning point for a team. Once you get that win under your belt, then you get the other consecutively. You can see how they come out. They've got smiles on their faces. They are enjoying their rugby, and they're looking dangerous because of it. So I really love to see what they can do today. They're on the rise. I was speaking to Rona Lloyd earlier, and she said there's no pressure for them to, they can just go out. There's no expectations for today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, their rise has been meteoric. It's something that Alex Osterbury has commented on this week, how he himself as a Northerner is delighted to see the rise of Northern rugby. Let's hear now from him and from Sale Sharks head coach Tom Hudson. Well, Alex, what a sense of occasion. The showdown here, has it added a bit of extra spice to the week?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, unbelievably iconic stadium. It's a superb place to play any sport, and to have the privilege of running out here today is something that we're very excited about. I think it's a great day for the club, a great day for women's rugby in general, excited, and I think that will be everyone's view, is it's an exciting day and something that we hope we can do justice to.
Yeah, how have the last couple of weeks been? You had a bye week to think about that frustrating loss to Gloucester Hartpury. Have the players responded?
Yeah, equally you can look at the positives that have gone, and even in the positives in a game that was challenging for us. So yeah, it's a case of we need to make sure that we execute a little bit better when we've got the opportunity to. But there was lots of positives as well. We defended incredibly well, and we have defended incredibly well this year, and our attacking game is very exciting. So hopefully we can put ourselves in a position where we can see both of those. Ideally the attacking more than the defending, but when we're required to defend, let's defend as well as we can do.
You've got the comfort of that home semi-final secured. There's going to be an almighty shuffling of the cards behind you. What do you make of Sale Sharks, and is this an opportunity to give them a tap on the nose?
Look, first and foremost, I think absolutely, congratulations to Michelle and to Tom and the team up there. They've really put Northern Rugby back on the map, and it's something that's close to my heart as well. So first and foremost, a great achievement for what they're doing and continue to do. But today is that. It's about us taking care of business. Yes, we've got a home semi-final, but we want momentum. We want to make sure we establish our values. It's not about stopping Sale doing something. It's about us achieving what we want.
How are you going to do that today? Where's the strength of this Saracen side going to need to show itself?
Everywhere, it's been a physical battle with Sale, and it's going to be nitty-gritty. There's going to be, I'm sure the cameras will pick up some chirp. We've just got to make sure that we rise above that and play our game. But to do that, you've got to be physical. You've got to make sure your set piece functions. And as I said, you've got to take your opportunities, because if you give them air, give them oxygen, they're a team that will fight and scrap for everything. So we've got to be very conscious, respect that. But ultimately, let's see if we can get distance between us by scoring early and keeping scoreboard pressure on.
Good luck today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Tom, thanks very much for joining us. What a campaign it's turning into. 5 wins out of the last 5 games. How's life in Sale Sharks?
It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's growing every week. We didn't realise at the start of the year when we saw this fixture on the calendar the pressure that we'd be under literally. The language this week has been the pressure is a privilege, and there'll be a lot today.
Yeah, there certainly will be. What about this stadium as well, this location?
It's amazing. I mean, I was even late to the interview, wasn't I, because I was exploring and touring. It's fantastic. It's just another occasion that Peter are putting on, and Sarah's done a fantastic job, and you've got to be part.
Yeah, so you touched on it there. I mean, Sale Sharks coming into this one top 4 in 4th place in the PWR. What does that do to the mindset this week? Do you change anything? Do you think differently about the sort of team you need to be?
Yeah, well, I'll let you into language we use this week. We don't feel like top 4 is ours to lose, but we do feel like we can go and steal it still. We've spoken about can the showdown turn into the heist for obvious reasons. That's the language that we're using. We have got all the respect in the world for Saracens and where they are in the top 2. And listen, if it all goes well for them, it'll be a good day with plenty of tries. We intend to spoil that, give it a good go. And what we have experienced, even we've lost a few and won a few as well, we're in games last 10 minutes. Anything can happen in the last 10 minutes of rugby, if we want to be there 10 minutes to go.
Love you bringing us into that. And in your selection, you've got a few of the Red Roses who weren't able to train with you this week on the bench. I mean, is that to ensure you're able to throw a few punches later on?
Yeah, it's been a real game of chess, right? For those that don't know, the Red Roses have been in camp this week. We literally haven't seen them, so we gave our girls Thursday off. They've had 6 girls in camp. We had 3 girls in camp. They had a bye week last week. We obviously had a 6-day turnaround. What do? Do you just run through installs? Do you play them and try and get ahead? What on earth do you do? We've decided to go and give it a right go for the first 40 and have some big impact in the next 40.
Excellent. We wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Great to hear from the 2 men in charge. I also think it's worth giving a shout out this week to 2 other men in charge. The 2 Wills, Roberts and Dunlop from both clubs, who've had an awful lot of fun on the socials this week with Sale Sharks moving into that top 4. So speaking of the top 4 race, let's just have a little look at that table then, because it's there for all to see. Obviously Gloucester, Hartpury and Saracens out the top with those semi-finals. Then Exeter Chiefs in 3rd, looking pretty secure. But look, 4th, Sale Sharks with 37 points, Trailfinders 36, Quins 36, Loughborough Lightning 32. Just before us at 12:30 at the Principality, Bristol took on Harlequins. So that match is ongoing now. Tomorrow it's Trailfinders against Loughborough, which is 5th against 7th, and then following that 2:30 it'll be Gloucester Hartpury against Tigers. So there is so much going on here. The bye weeks as well, Cat Merchant, might play a part. Exeter not playing this week. Sale Sharks skip round 17, which will return after the Guinness Women's Six Nations, and then Harlequins missed the last one. There's a lot going on. It's tight, isn't it?
It's so tight, and my maths is so terrible. I was trying to work it out and what I thought was likely, and I was like, do you know what, my brain's going to explode. I'm just going to wait until they play.
Yeah, we don't need to worry too much just yet. Still a bit of rugby to be played. So the Saracens team then, a trio of Canadians to mention. Alicia Corrigan is going to be making her 50th appearance. Liv Apps given the OK to start, having got a bit of an elbow to the head against Gloucester Hartpury, and one World Player of the Year, Sophie de Goody, on the bench. Discuss.
There's so much to discuss there, isn't there? The strength and depth that they have, and those incredible players. Sophie de Goody, can't wait to see her come off the bench and see what she does today. Liv Apps, really like her as a player. Love the tempo that she brings, because she keeps defences really honest, because she's not scared to snipe through the middle, but she also has got such good delivery as well. And Alicia Corrigan, world-class finisher. Absolutely world-class.
Yeah, she is indeed. And what about Sale Sharks? Difference this season. I mean, they've had the signing of Amy Cookane, Red Rose, and Holly Aitchison, of course. Lizzie Duffy's been going really well for them as well.
Yeah, Lizzie Duffy coming back from injury, I think, was a big boost to the squad. Holly Aitchison as well. I really can't wait to see her and Zoe go head-to-head today with Six Nations just around the corner. So there's a talent across the board in both squads, and all of them are going to want to really step up today, because it's It's a big showdown.
Yeah, certainly is. Well done. You're right on the message there. Well, she got a mention just there, and she is a player that scores in the big occasions. Earlier on, I caught up with a woman making her 50th appearance for Saracens this afternoon, while we get up to commentary here from Alicia Corrigan. Well, delighted to be alongside Saracens and Canada's Alicia Corrigan. Alicia, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us in the build-up to this game. A 50th appearance, an opportunity to lead the side out. And what's the journey with Saracens been like? You played with them, you came back the season before last. What does this club mean to you?
Honestly, this club means so much to me. Like, if you look at where I started, kind of that COVID year, and where I am now in my rugby career, like, I literally owe it all to Saracens. They've literally took me under their wing as a little kid who hasn't had much rugby experience, and, you know, they've helped me get to and supported me to be able to get to where I am today. So, no, it's a super special day, and I'm really excited about it.
What a place to do it as well.
I know. I'm like, I timed it pretty good.
You did. You really did. And then with the influx of further Canadians, I mean, this PWR, it's like a mini World Cup every week with the sort of matchups that there are all over the park. How much are you enjoying that challenge?
I mean, I think that's what we all come here to play for. I think that's what makes this league so special, is that you do get those, like, really hard competitive games every single week. And I think, like, for people watching, that's what they want to watch. And yeah, it's been really fun this year to be able to have every single game, like, test you to your limits and see where you're at. So no, it's been fun. And
you're a big time player, scoring tries when Canada draw with the Black Ferns, being involved as an Olympic silver medalist in Paris in 24. What do you like to say about your game? What sort of player do you like to tell people that you are?
I would say, like, I never would have really commented on my attack. I would say, like, I'm that, like, grinder in defense, like, and I'm going to work hard. And I think that over the last few years, really going into sevens and then coming back into 15s has really just gave me that confidence and that wider channel to take people on one-on-one and you know, get to score some more tries, which has been really cool. But no, I think it's just been, you know, that crossover, you know, we're us Canadians, we're very much one squad. But yeah, I think just being able to cross over and get that confidence from sevens has really helped my 15s game. Yeah, it certainly has. We've been loving watching it. 7 tries on the board then over the course of this season. What have Saracens been doing so well to have got them that home semi-final already? Yeah, I think you can just see the way that we want to play is fast. You know, having Liv at 9 allows you to do that. So I think, yeah, our forwards take care of business up front, and that just gets us on the front foot, and just being able to play wide. And you know, you have the likes of Zoe, Amelia, Bridger that can just really fling the ball about and get it to the outside backs, and you know, we love that. So no, I think that you'll see lots of that today, just playing fast, playing on top, and hopefully scoring lots of tries. And you know, European fans are excited that after, you know, round 16 of PWR, it goes into the Guinness Women's Six Nations. There's also the Pacific 4 competition, of course, as well. How important is it for all of you out there to put in a final good showing before you go off and do stuff for country? Yeah, I think that's just the message been today, is like, enjoy the day, enjoy the occasion, and really just spend it together, because we are going to take a big break after this, and everybody's going to kind of go on their separate journey. But I think, yeah, that's the main goal of today, is just to really enjoy, you know, the first for the women playing here, and just being able to, you know, celebrate the small wins across the day, and just, yeah, stay together. Excellent. Well, we really hope you're going to enjoy the day. Yeah. Enjoy soaking up what will be an amazing moment. And good luck, obviously, when Pack 4 comes around. Yeah, thank you. So lovely to get the chance to catch up with Alicia Corrigan, who will shortly get the chance to lead out her Saracens side, the original club of North London. That is how Saracens have rebranded themselves this season. And as for the team for today's game, Alex Osterbury makes 4 changes from the side that fell short to Gloucester Hartpury, 2 of which in the front row. Liz Craik and Carmen Tremelling both start at prop, with co-captain May Campbell completing the front row. A reshuffle through the rest of the pack. Poppy Cleal moves into the second row alongside Royer, and Matt Collet shifts to the blind side, with Marley Packer continuing on the other flank. Gabby Semp keeps her starting spot, this time though from number 8. Liv Apps is cleared to start the game at scrum half. Alongside Zoe Harrison in the half-back roles, Amelia McDougall makes her first at PWR League start at 12 in a new look midfield alongside Hardy, who scored last time out. Sydney Gregson returns from concussion protocols on the left wing, with Corrigan on the right. Jess Breach continues at fullback, rounding off that starting side. Number 20, Sophie de Goody, waits to make an impact.
And that's for Sale Sharks. Well, their streak of 5 wins in a row mean it's their sternest test shortly, as head coach Tom Hudson makes 3 changes to his pack from last week's beating of Bristol. All 3 come in the pack, where he's opted to save some energy for later in the contest at 2, 3 and 4. Wright, Roach and Frey come in to start, with Cockayne, James and Talling all ready to impact from the bench. Paris Redding captains her 10th game this season in that solid back row. And no change to the back line. It's another North American Liv in the scrum half position in Ortiz, alongside World Cup winner Aitchison, who'll feed the American-Italian centre combo, while the Flying Scots lurk on the wing in Campbell and Lloyd. Lizzie Duffy has started every game this season. Sale Sharks have come thundering out of the sheds, and Alicia Corrigan has had the chance to lead out this Saracens side. There is the woman of the moment. 7 tries over the course of the season so far. Touching on her achievements, Olympic silver medal in Paris, a try when Canada drew against the Black Ferns last May, memorably, and a try in the 2022, what was Premier 15's final. Players going through their last little bits of warm-up then. Marley Packer, key campaigner. Many wonder whether Marley would hang up the boots after that 2nd Rugby World Cup medal. But she is going again. That Lions dangling carrot is just too much. Katana Howard, another key player out there for Sale Sharks, of course. Our referee for this afternoon is Nicky O'Donnell, be assisted by Verian Boscawen and Kieran Henry. The fans are beginning to come in. This is the showdown, and this is a chance for Sale Sharks to show us what they've got as potential top 4 contenders. Saracens in their showdown kit send it away, and it's Beatrice Rigoni, the 87 capped Italian, played in a 3rd World Cup this year, who looks to try and get them going. Rona Lloyd, who, as Cat Merchant said in the build-up, had a chance to just chat to her earlier on, and it's not that they've got nothing to lose, but they find themselves in a position where, if everything that they've been doing so far has worked out as well as it has, well, let's just keep doing a bit of that. And it's been about having fun, working hard during the week, earning the opportunity to enjoy the games at the weekend. And that's what it's been about for Sale Sharks, and that's a bit of hustle, and that's actually provided the knock-on opportunity that Charlotte Frey is absolutely eating up, and she's got support on the shoulder from Gerald Searcy, and Gerald Searcy thundering into the 22, trying to fend off Jess Breach. Can Sale Sharks get the support there in time? What a break from the 2 second rows to set them in this position after the handling error. And can Sale Sharks be the first ones to get on the board here? Saracens enjoying that early minute or 2 of possession, just building nicely, but this is Sale Sharks looking to try and score first. Pick and go, the order of the day as they're at the line. It's to Taisha Harper, she ships it on. Eva Donaldson is well driven back by Packer. Harper will serve it away. They're looking to put a bit of width on it, they're looking to use the strength of Howard. And it's there. Ortiz recognised that she needed to help secure the ruck rather than get in and just play it away. It wasn't that secure. Taisha Harper again wrestling with it. Donaldson lurking to the left. Gerald Searcy, the one who helped give them this position. They want to avoid getting overturned on the line here. Oh, and they drive through and over. Referee Nicky O'Donnell will say held up. Goodness. What a start, Cat Merchant.
Oh, absolutely incredible there. Charlotte Frey and Gerald Searcy working so well. They just capitalise on this error, going straight through, handoff, and then it's the scanning to make sure she can get the offload away. And I think Gerald Searcy here forgets she's got 2nd row on her back, because look at the pace that she's got.
Sale Sharks still back on the attack here. Ortiz is broken from the ruck. They've got a penalty advantage for Saracens not rolling away. That's the turnover ball that's well won by Laetitia Royer. But this Saracens side found themselves a little daunted in the first couple of minutes by the visitors.
Yeah, Sale really just came out fast, which is what you've got to do against a team like Saracens. And here's the footwork to go through. Gears tackled and then player just done there. Cleo gets done for not rolling away.
Shona Campbell with the initial break. One of two Scots in the side as Holly Aitchison gets set to look at what Sale Sharks might do from this position. Molly Wright in for Amy Cockayne. Oh, but call from Nikki O'Donnell.
Oh, those are the coach killers, aren't they? Those ones where you get your moment, you get right into the game, you're doing well, you come close to scoring twice, you get a penalty, kick for corner, and then it's just that's got to go straight. They'll be really disappointed not to have an attacking platform there.
We'll know how rare it is that Saracens let teams score against them. Couple of entries into the 22 inside the first 3 minutes, but Sale Sharks not able to take any points. Liv Apps had to leave the field against Gloucester Hartpury a couple of weeks ago, but has duly passed her protocols. That's great distribution from Amelia McDougall, and this is already the pace from Jess Breach. Support from Apps, and Apps is no slouch. Liv Apps to absolutely stretch the legs and get away. Canada 7's class, Saracens 9 finishing prowess, and from the shoulder of Breach, Apps has the score. It will be Saracens who break the deadlock.
Oh, that's a way to respond, isn't it? Absorb the pressure that Sale had put on them, and then just from a scrum in their own 22 to play it out, to be brave and go for it. You can see here, Breach, that lovely flat pass. She can just beat the corner of defence, goes through. Apps doing that beautiful cheat line across to get to her, and then absolute gas, as you said, Sevens herself, and just so speedy. She's such a class player. I love that she's in the PWR.
A treat for us all, isn't it?
Really, really is. But not for Sale, not a treat for them.
I thought you were saying she's not for sale. I was just getting confused there.
Oh, yeah. For the Sale rugby team.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. 7 points on the board then with the conversion from Zoe Harrison.
It's dangerous. Both teams really going out in attack for it.
Interesting to note that that came from Saracens playing inside the 22. The critical pass came from their newest face in the centre position, Amelia McDougall. She's looked after the team from 10 in the absence of Zoe Harrison at various periods in the life of Saracens. They're breaking again here, and this is McDougall on the ball. She's got Immaculée back inside, who fed her the ball initially. Sale Sharks have got in. Referee was happy that they were in a good enough position to be able to use it, but Packer fancies the chance that this should go on the outside. Hardy was it, who's taken it to ground. McDougall again. Kick's not going to find a way through. Ortiz grabbing it, as is Campbell. Oh, but that's popped out from the knock-on under the body of Shona Campbell, and Alicia Corrigan will dance in field. Harrison looking cross-field. Has she put a bit too much on that? No, it's going to bounce up perfectly. The break from Gregson, Cleal in support. Breach might point the way of the sticks, but Poppy Cleal will happily dot it down in the corner. And Saracens striking hard against Sale Sharks after that first couple of minutes under the cosh.
Really great link play between their forwards and their back, and just so casual from Harrison. Beautiful bounce as well, and then the physicality for the handoff, and then the offload, and as you said, yeah, Breach is pointing, get into the post, but Cleo happy to finish it and give a nice angle there out wide for Harrison.
7th try of the season for Poppy Cleal, 66 cap red rose. Harrison, sticks go up again. It was a trickier position, and she's absolutely slotted it. An interesting note this week I got around kicking accuracy, as we see the one that went off the boot initially to give Saracens the width that set up the try for Cleal. Kicking accuracy percentages are going down in the men's game. Such is the rarity that teams are now practicing to take points. The days of the Dan Biggers, the Johnny Sextons, Owen Farrells taking as many points from the tee have faded a little. 81% accuracy from Zoe Harrison in the PWR this season. That is right up there with the likes of Thomas Ramos these days. Those who covered the women's game for a long time. Kicking accuracy was perhaps a weaker part once upon a time, but Zoe Harrison will happily tell you no more. Up there with the world's very, very best. That's good quick hands again. They are determined to play here, and Gregson slipped the shackles once more, and this is Saracens away. Apps on the shoulder. Gregson's looked to chip it down. Breach is in full flight. Is this going to sit up for Jess Breach? Wasn't the easiest to take. How has she not knocked that on? Extraordinary. Apps goes through the gap. Sale Sharks are a little punch drunk at this point. Haven't got an answer to Saracens' determination to play from absolutely everywhere. Alex Osterbury, he was a little spiky during the week about how that match against Gloucester Hartpury went, saying that Saracens were there to try and give it the real sense of occasion, and I think them falling under pressure over those endless scrum penalties just disappointed him somewhat. They were truly beaten by the champions, but this is Corrigan. Look at her try and score on the 50th. She'll play the try assist. Oh, but it's gone forwards. They might celebrate, but Nikki O'Donnell is saying that they were under penalty advantage.
Oh, Saracens are looking so dangerous. How good was Sydney Gregson out wide? Just incredible with that line break and confidence to go through. And then here's where we're going to see Corrigan just steps inside. She thinks she could do it herself, goes for that pass. I think it just creeps just a little bit forward, past lateral.
She was running at pace, she might have got away with it, but this is Sarries at pace again, floated over the top. It is going to be the try this time. Gabby Senft picked up a player of the match nod against Harlequins. And the 40-cap Canadian, former Exeter chief, has got their third. There's 10 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, they're absolutely formidable. Ever since those first couple of minutes where Sale put them under pressure, they've just turned the screw, and this is a side, we were talking about this before the game, this is a side they want to win this year. They want to win the title. They've come short against Gloucester for a few years now, and they really feel it's their time.
One goes awry from Harrison. 19-0. 11th minute.
So they're so happy to just get the ball out wide and to move it, which is great because they're known for their powerful forward play, but they've got such pace out wide, and including their forwards that work out hard in those wide channels.
Well, after that first minute and a half, 2 minutes, where Sale Sharks took opportunities to come up and put pressure on, it has been all Saracens. Harrison looked on the outside. There was a better presence of a defensive line putting the pressure on, opted not to give it. Maul is called. Oh, a turnover for Sale Sharks. They've worked well there. Harrison eventually getting knees to ground, but I think just a little too late for Nikki O'Donnell's liking.
Yeah, I think the maul was already formed, so you got to go earlier if you're going to try and put your knee down to say tackle. But really important for Sale here to come away with something, because 19-0 with 11 minutes on the clock, that's going to be a long day unless they come back and react.
In from Ortiz. This is a good position. Harrison pops it up for Katana Howard, was well spotted by Apps. Rigoni at first receiver, named in that Italy Women's Six Nations squad. They will open their campaign against France in Grenoble on the 11th of April. Penalty.
So no thoughts of going for points there. straight for corner. They know there's going to be in for a battle. They've got to get more than the 3 that might have been on offer for them.
Gerald Searcy, the dummy, to the front, to the tail they go. They want to try and get some change out of this maul. Saracens didn't pile too many bodies into it to begin with. Ortiz spotted a gap. Showed it closed fairly quickly. Molly Wright then with the carry. Then Gerald Searcy sensing the chance to get over. Oh. Nikki O'Donnell saying she didn't see the grounding, Cat Merchant.
Yeah, there was a lot of Sarries bodies under there. There was 3 defenders that tried to get underneath that, but they were playing with that advantage anyway, so they do get to come back and have another shot at it. So initially was fine coming through, but then was deemed to have pulled it down.
South Sharks will be keen to make the most of this. Now they get the drive on. Brittany Hogan. Ortiz. Katana Howard. Just got it up for Rigoni. Ortiz trying to bowl bodies out the way. Oh, that was nicely done from Wright. Just slipped away from where the tackle pressure was coming in. Harper, they've been turtled over the line a couple of times. Now they need to release it, but they never quite did, but it went over the line, so therefore they can defend it. And it's Zoe Harrison who will probably take great credit for having held up to Tasha Harper.
I think that's one that you could definitely take credit for, but Sale just need to be a bit smarter when they're in close, because Sarries are so good around that area, potentially looking at picking just tiny bit wider to avoid getting held up.
Oh, that is a brutal error from Lizzie Duffy. Easy meters for Sarries.
Yeah, easy meters they've been and that's twice now we've seen Saracens under pressure. Sale nearly going to score, and then they just play their way out. They put pressure on, and their error from Sale, and now Saracens right back in this. I like that little nod from Liv Apps there, possibly just looking at Corrigan saying, watch out, this could be coming your way.
It's going to go to the open side. Apps through Harrison. Kick over from McDougall will have a little too much on it. It's not to suggest that the 12-13 combinations we've seen this season haven't got distribution ability. Gregson there, as we see, she's been in the midfield at times with Emma Hardy. Sophie Bridge has been there as well. But Amelia McDougall here is certainly giving those extra options with that width and with that ability to fire those longer passes and potentially the kick pass as well.
Absolutely, it's a great thing about having a 10. If I have that can play centre as well, you just get that second distributor, you can really move it wide.
Tap back from Sarries. Little indecision over who was taking responsibility. You never get such indecision from Poppy Cleal, who sticks it in field with the outside of the boots. Lovely skill from Cleal. Gregson waits patiently for the ball to sit up without knocking it on. And now it's in for Campbell. Lovely take out in front from the Red Rose World Cup winner. It's gone back from Sale, who wrestled a bit of control. Harper is hit again by Harrison. Lucid has got the number of...
No, not over the top. Not over
or
the
rather
top.
is having a number taken by Zoe Harrison this afternoon. Ortiz. Back for Aitchison.
Wait in front.
That pass was launched to Aitchison there, like put her under quite a bit of pressure, like hard pass fired at her to try and exit.
Check your play first. Just laces? Yeah, no worries.
Premiership title winner with Saracens,
Time's off.
Holly Aitchison. Rugby World Cup winner with England's Red Roses.
Quite a few fans in here, which we were hoping would come, because it is a long day sometimes with commitment to watch 2 games coming in. Some people have maybe just come just for this first, for the women's game, but some sticking for both. But yeah, quite a few fans scattered around.
We'd love to see it. Great leap from Julia Macaulay.
Sideways 9.
Apps given the call to use. McDougall, Harrison, another crossfield effort looking for Corrigan. She's got work to do to get there. Just a little too heavy from Harrison, but the thought was a beauty.
Well, shows what we know, because before the game we said maybe they won't kick as much because of these short dead balls, and actually Zoe Harrison has been on fire putting them across, but yeah, just couldn't quite take that one. It's a little bit wide for Corrigan, but if she catches that, obviously she's in.
Was knocked on into touch, so option of the line out or the scrum, but Georgie Perris-Redding confirming to Nikki O'Donnell that she's happy with the line out. Oh, Macaulay has stolen that. What a brilliant arm across
Take a step.
to just tip that back on Saracen's side. Then she's there immediately to play scrum half. Then it's Cleel barging away past Donaldson. Macaulay with the carry. Penalty advantage now for Sarries. Ominous for Sale Sharks as the home side in the 20th minute of the match.
Apologies, we come back to this one.
Could be going in search of the 4th try and the bonus point.
Yeah, they've been pretty relentless, haven't they? That 10-minute period where they just piled on the points, and again, they're not thinking of the 3, they're thinking of that bonus point, aren't they? They're really going for the jugular.
We'll sort the balls out for me, okay? East and west. Yeah.
May Campbell. And Macaulay again. Ball transfer immaculate to Packer. And now May Campbell will get in there and get her hands on it. Well, she might not, because it's still with Marley Packer. And it's Packer who jumps down and scores the try. Well, she's queen of the offloads in this season of the PWR. No such offload required there. Crashing down, Saracens' 4th try and the bonus point, wrapped up in the first quarter of the match. Extraordinary.
Really extraordinary, because the style of which they've scored their tries have all been so different. Their first one, they've been confident to pass out their 22, get it to their backs, pass. They've been putting in the kicks in behind, and then they've gone for what they're known for as well, is that driven line out. So aggressive, works so well as the pack. So they're the complete outfit today.
Solid from Harrison. £26 points to 0. After the fairly humbling result that the Saracens men got in the Gallagher Prem a week ago, over 60 points scored against them by Bath to the 15 that they managed to register down at the Rec. A few Saracens fans might be coming in, looking at the scoreboard and going, maybe I should come to a few more women's matches.
Yes, they should. After today, after this first 20 minutes, they've put on a show for sure.
That's what the club are hoping as well. Put on these big occasions, show them what the club is all about. Convert a few more of the big event fans that come into occasions like this to more regular attendees over the course of the season. McDougall, Harrison, Hardy, from Craig.
No.
Gregson.
That's fine.
Quick hands. Harrison, sensing they were under a bit of pressure, has just looked to relieve a bit of that and stick it downfield. Corrigan with the uncompromising follow-up.
She has the ball. First
Oh,
player.
it's brilliantly stolen. Packer,
She made
was that
contact.
knocked on
Thank
by
you.
Rigoni? It's going to be the knock-on advantage, possibly more. Immaculee's not waiting. Immaculee going for the line. Stopped painfully short.
Hands away.
Marley Packer. Campbell
Hands away.
stuttered inside to a weak shoulder, but it wasn't given initially.
Hands up.
Marley
Still
Packer
penalty advantage.
nearly had a little bite at the line. It was there for her. Now they drive again.
No
Still
hands.
under this advantage. There's a sense of the inevitable. There's a sense that the line is there. Smuggled through. Held up in the process. And now a word from our referee.
So I've got a cynical act by 13, and there's an opportunity for an overlap. Okay. Penalty only. Oh, just checking. 13. 13. Deliver knock on.
Right call. I'd have been very surprised if that was penalty only, because the opportunity there for Sarries was definitely on. So that single hand, it was the one hand coming out, blocks the pass. You've got to paint a better picture for the ref. If you go two hands for it, it might look like you're trying to
The option of penalty is there.
go for intercept, but can't do that with the one hand.
The area of the field that it is.
That was for offside
Yeah.
against you. They've opted for this penalty, but she still goes to the bin.
Proving to be difficult. Two penalty options then for them to choose. Poppy Cleal stands over it, takes the tap, looks for the line herself.
Tackle, hands away. Hands up.
Campbell. Oh, looking to wrestle towards that line, didn't quite get there. Molly Wright putting the pressure on, but Sarries do sneak it over. Liz Craik is it? She's got her hands on it. The dentist will see you now. 25th minute, 5th try scored, and Liz Craik on the board.
Yeah, and this all just comes from the pressure that they were able to put on. It was that kick chase that they did. They won that resulting ruck as well, putting numbers in, working hard to get it, and then the play off of that. So it's the work rate of that entire team working well, and Rigoni putting a team under even more pressure, because those are the ones, again, that coach killer moment. You just don't need to give those silly penalties away, silly cheap yellow cards.
Some people thinking that looks selfish from Poppy Cleal. I mean, while she is hoping to try and score, what she also knows she's doing is just setting up that ruck position.
Yeah, worst case, she's not going to get held up, because she'll fight her body down to just get organised in the next wave going through. Sale now, rather sensibly, slowly walking up their enthusiasm in the first few minutes. Really coming at it, but now just trying to play the clock a little bit smarter, especially with a player down.
Yeah, Rigoni in the bin then. Sale Sharks will have to do the next 10 minutes or 9 minutes with 14. McDougall opting for a far more conventional clearance and got great meterage on it.
Yeah, really nice distance. Off that, it's one of those days, isn't it, where for Saracens it feels like nothing can go wrong. Every bounce is going to go well for them. And that comes from putting yourself in the right position. The work that they've put in has been outstanding in this opening half hour.
Line out stolen.
It's a free kick. Yeah, free kick. Timing issue on the changing. Numbers. Thank you.
Well, Saracens might have felt they won that fair and square, but little technicality over where the numbers came in at that line, so Nicky O'Donnell gives the free kick to Sale. They can't kick this straight to touch from this position. So Holly Aitchison will have a chat. Is this going to go spiral up in the air?
It is indeed.
And certainly end over end, designed to cause a problem, and it's exactly what it did.
Forwards off the hand.
Yeah, that's it. On a free kick, when you can't kick it straight out, just exactly that. Put that bomb kick up as high as you can, put a good chase on it, and hope for an error to get the ball back.
You also want it coming down just outside the 22 so that they can't take it and clear it straight to touch. So that was pinpoint from Holly Aitchison. She's given her side a net gain of about 25 metres. Aitchison is also lurking directly behind this, along with Shona Campbell. Ortiz just having a look, wants to ensure they get the call. They do move to the short side, and this is Aitchison. Oh, try to find Ortiz. Did that go forwards? Indeed it did.
It's just forward off your line. It's just an
Yeah, they were working hard, weren't they, to try and keep the ball alive. There wasn't much space on that left-hand side, though, so it just becomes a little bit desperate with the offloading. So there's that pick from Holly Aitchison. The offload comes across, and yeah, you can see actually the pressure from Apps there has caused that Ortiz to knock on.
Ortiz, I think, arguing that it went through the hands and came out the back, was would have liked that not to have been perceived as a knock-on, but Nikki O'Donnell has been round the block a few times. Well, most teams would see this as a defensive position, but Saracens have struck from inside their own 22 a couple of times in this game. That's better one-up defence from Rona Lloyd. It needed to be on Jess Breach, and in fact that's great work from Katana Howard, and this has turned into an attacking opportunity for the Sharks. Hogan nearly had it ripped away by Apps. Molly Wright thumped in the hip. Ortiz over the shoulder of Charlotte Frey, but then as she tried to gather it on the floor, well, you were saying a moment ago, Kat Merchant, that it's one of those days where everything Saracens do goes right. It's turning into one of those days where everything goes wrong for South Sharks, doesn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's just, you know, the little knock on earlier from Duffy, was she wouldn't normally do that, and then Frey there, absolute quality player, just that fumble on the pickup. It's just all those things seem to run against you, but what I do like is they're huddling up now as players to talk about what they need to do, and almost you need to, at this point, just write off what's happened and go, right, now what are we doing, what are we bringing, what can we do?
Voice of Rugby World Cup winner Kat Merchant, who is with us at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the showdown match, as Brittany Hogan joined the club in January. Been a great addition to the club and to the PWR. These will be concerning pictures for one Scott Beamond as well. Certainly feels that his Irish squad going into Six Nations in a couple of weeks is growing to be a side that has a little bit more depth and has some real demon departments, back row certainly being one of them.
We spoke about crowds here today being, you know, really building, and there's 70,000 already sold for that England-Ireland clash at Allianz. So how incredible is that?
Likes of Grace Moore, certain Aoife Wafer in that back row. Dorothy Wall as well, who's been playing PWR down at Exeter Chiefs in the second row.
We're leaning a bit towards inside shoulder, so just this way forward.
Incidentally, we do have a result from that match earlier, Bristol Bears against Harlequins. If you're planning to watch it and you don't want to know it, then perhaps you can mute me. You might have been muted already, to be fair, I wouldn't blame you. Because that result was, well, for a side that haven't been able to pick up wins that easily this season, it was a Bristol Bears victory by 17 points to 14. A massive result, particularly for Harlequins, whose top four ambitions have taken an almighty dent. It looks very hard you would think, for them to be playing in the playoffs come the end of May, or rather come June time. Round 17 and 18 will take place end of May, beginning of June, after the Women's Six Nations, which concludes on the 17th of May. Quins don't play round 18 due to a bye, so they've only got Leicester Tigers to play to add a maximum of 5 points to their tally. Sale Sharks in the mix for 4th, where they've sat coming into this weekend. Loughborough Lightning, Trailfinders, others who are going to have a part to play in that race for the playoffs. Exeter Chiefs sitting in 3rd in the table. Almost there, you would think. They won't. They're on the bye week this week. Probably about 2-3 more minutes left on that yellow card. That is a huge scrum for Saracens. They're not getting a penalty yet because I think Sale Sharks have just marked straight backwards, but now they get the advantage. The arm goes up from Nicky O'Donnell, so they get the chance to play. Corrigan. Apps. Oh, couldn't get it away to Senft in any meaningful fashion.
Yeah, just drifted slightly forward, but I just love the speed that Apps brings. When she arrives at a breakdown, she's already scanning whether she's going to pick it up, whether she's just going to have a run or just move from floor.
Yeah, at the scrum, both here. In the middle, Varian, level with you. No, just, yeah. No, we'll come back to this. These are the 2 options. Girls, the 2 options are here. For 10 not retreating with the scrum when the scrum's gone backwards, or the scrum penalty.
So 2 options of the penalty after that scrum. So the scrum penalty, and then Holly Aitson not getting back as the scrum was going back.
You want the offside? Okay, 10. I'll speak to you in a second.
Love that from Georgie Perez-Redding. How do you cope with so many refs? Such were the conversations coming in from Saracens, keen to make her point. As the skipper at Sale Sharks.
Worrying signs for Sale, though, isn't it? When the scrum's going back, like at a rate of knots, really. That was very dominant from the Saracens pack.
Interestingly, as Saracens come on the charge, there are 4 Sale Sharks players down below us ready to make an impact. Looking to make a change before the end of this first half. Full front row is standing by, and perhaps it's an exact reaction to what you just spoke about, Cat Merchant.
Well, if you look at the strength of depth that they have on as their replacements, you know, they're not they're really strong scrummagers, so they'll be wanting to come on.
Quick hands. Corrigan cutting back in from the touchline.
New advantage, high by 11.
Campbell's given away the penalty here. Saracens could build to a 6th try. Cleal's come down the short side. That's lovely from Poppy Cleal. Oh, but she's just tiptoed into touch before she managed to get the ball down. Assistant was right in line.
No.
Yeah, great cover tackle there.
I agree. Just, ladies. I know, I've seen it. I'm going to have a chat.
We'll have the benefit of the replay.
So Apps does that lovely carry through, footwork passes to Cleal, and then, yeah, that right foot just went into touch, didn't it?
We're playing advantage for a high tackle here. We've then got the no try. Your force holding on to 8's leg, and 8's reacted. Take this
Absolutely
opportunity.
love the fact that as soon as Cleal came around to that right-hand side.
Yeah,
actually looking at that, it was a white boot that was in touch, actually,
Yeah,
in that first shot.
I'd wondered that.
So it's just actually then whether the heel of her boot just touches it, but it definitely isn't all the way out because that wasn't her boot. So here we go. This will be the
I've got time off because your player's getting treated.
That's difficult to see, isn't it, to spot?
It is. Well, officials have made a live call on it.
Which I'm a big fan of. Just make the call, make it quick. We don't want too much TMO coming in and out.
Happy to continue, guys?
No television match official on our match this afternoon.
Okay. 11, just high. Okay. subs. 1, 2, and 3. Just hold for the subs. Hold for the subs.
So, yellow card is up. Beatrice Rigone has been replaced, however.
Daryl, are you happy?
So, is it Evie Wills, I think, who has come onto the field, and now that front row change has been made. Interesting coming into this that Tom Hudson, Luke Stratford, his assistant, opted to not start the likes of Amy Cockayne, Gwen Person, Nick James. Saracens look to come round the short side again. Campbell bounces through one. Ortiz did well. That one-on-one against the fearsome English hooker, you would have thought that she might have got through. Apps. McDougall is there for Harrison.
Hands away. Thank you, Ed. Thank you.
Tremelling lurks to the right. It's not going to find her. It's quick hands. It's loose out the back. Sent to have to tidy it up. Cleel delivers it to Immaculate, former Leicester Tiger. Played her rugby with the likes of Charlotte Frey in the opposition this afternoon. Amy Cockayne as well. They'd have been former teammates last season. As May Campbell cuts back. Harrison, McDougall, Hardy having to put the shoulder in and help protect possession. Apps, Cleel, that late arriving line from Cleel. Carmen Tremelling, former Worcester player. Sale Sharks' defence so far in this particular spell is holding up well. Looking to get the counter drive. Cleel again. Up for Craik. Craik gets rid of one. Brittany Hogan will have a say about how far Liz Craik's going to go that time. Then Cleel. Such a smart operator. Paris Redding tried the rip. Immaculate. Frey's gone in for a second bite of the ball there. Marley Packett will help play it back. Apps, May Campbell, now penalty advantage again. They've got a free shot here. Turnover would have been good enough, but they just gave away the penalty.
4, offside.
Quick one from Cleel.
Hands away.
Said Poppy Cleel's name an awful lot this game so far, haven't we? Apps again. Immaculate. Oh, it's gone low. Nearly got there as well. And that is the line. Oh, it's been knocked on. Saracens fluff the lines. They do have 5 tries on the board, it's worth saying. Craik apologises for the handling error, but Sale Sharks will be pretty pleased with that defence.
Well, they will be, yeah. There's a real step up. There's been some huge hits going in. There's double tackles, working hard, the work rate round, making sure they're onside.
2 to go. Let's go, girls.
Much better defensive effort from them to keep Saracens out.
Time's off then. Happy? Time's back on.
There is that new front row then. Amy Cockayne against May Campbell. Usual teammates at Red Roses. World Cup winning duo.
Set.
And Liv Ortiz, her 8th PWR start of the season. It's still a solid shove from the back 8. Hogan with the break, brought down by Immaculate. Ball will be protected. Gerald Searcy, or Donaldson I think it was, who recognised the urgency to get that ball away. Players come round the corner looking to arrive up and be a carry option. Cockayne one of those.
Wait in front.
Aitchison.
Good now.
Well, that's the meterage and the relief that Sale Sharks have been praying for the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, they've been very much desperately defending their line, and they can't afford to let up now, though, with that defence, even though they're working their way up the pitch. But as we've seen, Saracens can score from their first try. They can score from anywhere, so they still need to be really switched on defensively here.
the one down.
That was a little further on the outside from Saracens.
You've got to finish this. We've got less than 30 seconds. Scrum or line.
Call from the referee on her watch. Less than 30 seconds to go.
Just hit the edge of the
Our
tap
clock on
before he
screen,
does.
our best estimation, as we've kept in touch with the referee's calls.
Yes. Time is off. Yeah, it's just blood. Time's off.
Saracens, who after the Six Nations break will be away to Loughborough Lightning and then at home to Trailfinders.
Yes.
Stick one of these up your hooter, see if that helps.
Yeah, I love rugby players. I love how hard they are. They're just like, yeah, crack on. Let's just stop some bleeding. I just want to play.
Girls, there's less than 30 seconds.
Well, we'll be into the sheds fairly soon.
Time's off. Yeah. Happy 3? Stop.
Carmen Tremelling's made of strong stuff.
Right, water off then, guys. Line's you. Edge of
Smiles
the
on the
line,
faces
Liz.
among the Saracens' backs, and why not?
Use the edge of the line, Liz. Thank you. Okay, time is on.
Overthrow. Ortiz got in there. Oh, tried to shepherd it away, but it was just into the hands of Corrigan. And Packer sends the big one away for Hardy to get hold of. Last few seconds of the first half. Expect no let-up from the home side.
In the 9, plenty advantage.
Apps. Quick pick. Oh, lost the ball on the way through. Penalty was called though.
9.
Yeah, playing the 9 was the call, so they knew they were playing with advantage, and obviously this will be, depending on what they choose to do, they'll play it out, so they're going to go for the corner for one more shot before half-time.
On the cut. Yeah, very good.
So here's that, yeah, playing the 9 there.
Protected species scrum halves. Got to let them set about their duty. Royer brings it down. Keen for them to drive on it.
She's through the
Donaldson
middle.
is coming through to try and cause a problem.
Ball. Once.
Now it's driven back. Now Campbell breaks. She is being accompanied by Charlotte Frey, who tried to wrestle that away. Did a
They're
really
lucky
good
not
job.
to get that, I think.
Tough, wasn't it, that one? Hardy. Spun around by Gerald Searcy.
No hands. Thank you.
This pass from McDougall. Little dump back inside for Royer. Cleo looks to keep it alive. Harrison then on for Sempt, who was well tracked by Amy Cockayne.
No, not the 9.
Low run from Tremelling. Apps. Bouncing through goes Royer. McDougall. Gregson has come over from the left side.
Tackle.
Try and combine on the right. Not as much width here from Saracens. They're determined to show they will punch through, and we know they can.
Penalty advantage
Cleo
for
under
Hart.
penalty advantage, stumbling to the floor. The kick from McDougall's gone in. Gathered by Shona Campbell.
There's no advantage.
Not much on, despite Campbell being prepared to apply the jet shoes.
Yeah, pretty brave to try and run it out from your own try line, but Saracens were playing with the advantage for that high tackle shot coming in there.
Just
So yeah,
wonder-
you can see actually shoulder on head there a bit.
Sorry, Kent. Just wonder how much more rugby they're determined to play this first half, but it seems they are. Could take the tap and pop into the sheds, but from the penalty, kick direct, you still have the line out to play.
Exactly that. They're really looking to play. They could have tapped, kicked it out half-time. They could have gone for 3 points half-time, but they want to play. They're enjoying the stadium. They're enjoying their big showdown moment.
Maybe that's what it's all about. Oh, just lost through the hands of Immaculate though, so it is with Sale Sharks. They may decide otherwise about playing too much more rugby, particularly in this area of the field where they've been for a large portion of it. That was the handling error from Ortiz, and that will bring about the end of the first 40. Well, what a first half we've seen from the team in second place in the PWR. Sale Sharks, who came flying out the blocks in the first couple of minutes but couldn't convert, a couple of visits to the 22. But Saracens showing their class, the original club of North London, have turned up to play their original brand of rugby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's been hugely entertaining over that first 40. They'd wrapped up the try bonus after the first quarter of the match. Tries from Apps, Cleal, Senft, Marley Packer and Liz Craik give Saracens a half-time score against Sale Sharks of 33 points to 0. Had the chance to chat to Alex Osterbury pre-game and said, is part of this going to be about you giving Sale Sharks a tap on the nose, that their first foray into the top 4? Well, it's certainly been that, Kat.
Oh yeah, they have been absolutely relentless right from those couple of minutes in. Just incredible, a display of what they've done, and they really are chomping at the bit.
Well, the fans continue to come in to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but this is how it all started, and it was them breaking from their 22.
Yeah, as you said, a beautiful flat pass. There was one that beat the corner of defence, and then it was the offload from Breach, and then Apps with the finish. Really, really strong start straight away. And then here's the crossfield. Sydney Gregson with showing her strength, and offload back inside to Cleal for Poppy to get hers. And then the width, just not scared for it to be moved into those wide channels for Sense to go over. And having done the wide stuff and the kick in and the running out of their 22, they'd say, yeah, we still want to show what we are about, and they are about dominating set piece, and they absolutely did that for Packer to get her try here. And then not done. Some pick and goes. Tight to the line. And Liz Craik gets hers.
Well, Alex Osterbury was saying during the week that of their round 8 win up at Sale, it was 17 points to 36 that day. He said the quality of that result will only grow when others play them there. As a northerner myself, nice to say rugby in the northeast is properly establishing itself on the map. Crediting Michelle Orange and the whole Sale organisation, which Alex duly did pre-game as well. But it was a fair point, given the run of 5 victories they then went on to go and have Sale Sharks, and those home games, which were wins last week against Bristol, before that in round 13 against Loughborough Lightning and against Quins. So his point really has been borne out by those results. But Bristol Bears, having lost out last week, well, you can see that result a little earlier on, 17 points to 14 against Harlequins, may well have ended Harlequins' hopes of the top 4. 2 games tomorrow, of course. Trailfinders against Loughborough Lightning. That's a 5th against 7th fixture. And to be followed by Gloucester Hartpury at 2:30 against Leicester Tigers. A fair amount of changes, as you might expect, from the champions hosting bottom of the table, winless Leicester Tigers. So how this looks in terms of the table, well, this doesn't include our half-time result. It's not an actual live as it stands, but this is including the completed game earlier. And as you can see, Bristol lift themselves from 25 to 29. They're still in 8th position. And Harlequins, well, they were on 36, they're up to 37, but with those other games to come. Obviously, if Saracens get the result here today over the line, which is looking fairly well contained at the minute, Well, Sale Sharks won't be adding too much there. They would love to get a few on the board, of course, to see what they can do to stay in the fight. But it does make Harlequins' efforts look a little trickier, bearing in mind they just have the one game left to play with a bye week in round 18, which will be against Leicester Tigers. There are various permutations to enjoy over these last couple of rounds of Premiership women's rugby. That fight for fourth is still going to keep us all engrossed right to the end of the season and the other side of the Guinness Women's Six Nations. Cannot wait for that. Well, we have been treated to 5 tries over the course of the first half by Saracens. We had plenty to enjoy in round 15. And if you missed out on any of them, well, here's a reminder.
I'm better in my new era.
Claude the Maloney McDonald.
Just driving through those tackles.
And here comes Maisie Allen, looking to add a 9th try of the season. She's still going, but instead passes it over to Robinson to score just to the left of the posts.
Great try from Exeter. Well executed.
Evie Gallagher. Well, she's not just poaching ball at the breakdown this season, she's getting it back from the restarts, and Smith gets it to Buisa, and Buisa now surging to the line. Nobody is going to stop the Canadian number 8. Just like that, the Bears hit back in a flash. It's a great try from the Bears.
Ella Cromack has come off the bench and onto the field now. And there is Cromack. Winds it up for Pena. Oh, that's a lovely chicken wing offload, and it's away for Wilcock. Wilcock want to beat. Wilcock absolutely going for the line. What a score! Beth Wilcock with the try for Quins.
And now they can go wide, edge to edge, playing Lightning at their own game, and few people taking edge better than Mia Venner, my words! On a pitch sprinkled liberally with lithe predators, it is first blood to Mia Venner. What a start from the Circus!
Now Priest straight through, piercing that attacking line. And this seems a little bit too easy for Chiefs at the moment. Finding it easy in the loose. There's Menin. Wall, pink scrum cap.
It looks brand new today. It's neon, I think.
Oh, the beautiful offload.
offload.
And here comes Buchanan down that right wing. Bitter to beat, but down for the bonus point. Inside 24 minutes, it is the Chiefs with their 4th.
George. Working hard.
Thank you.
Carrying hard. Someone's lost the boot in all of that, but there are much bigger things at stake. Venner would love to have the last say in this one. She just sets off. She just glides. She just glides, Mia Venner. Eventually stopped, but the Sarkers have a winning streak. They want to defend, and they will not give it up without a fight. End to end they go, and it's Hurd. There is nothing quite like a Sunday at the Circus.
Yeah, of course.
These are the final few moments of the game. Again, Exeter with their attacking platform. They will make one to add a 7th try. Nye with quick ball, and they're breaking free down the left. Allen, here she goes, cutting free, gets the offload away, and there will be a cherry on the top of the cake for Exeter Chiefs in the corner. Zoe Dare, young, promising talent for Exeter Chiefs, hanging out on that edge. Beautiful work from Allen to set her free. Fantastic offload with the chicken wing pass. to dare is to do.
Saracens is a family, it's a wolf pack.
When we get on the pitch, there's all bets are off and nobody's safe.
But we really want to get back to winning championship titles, so now we want to go after the PWR.
We are Saracens.
There's only one team in London and it's us.
The series fans, they bleed red, they're incredible.
The wolf pack lives up to its name. We protect each other, we go to battle for each other. We bring a brand of rugby that is brutal, fierce and one of the best that you'll see.
We've got lots to prove this season and we've still got more to give. We've got a trophy to win. Just the whole pack, 115, we're all a threat. Watch out, we're coming. We are Sail Sharks. We fear no one.
This is our city. The only team in the north, and that is something that we're so proud of. I think anybody north of the Midlands is going to get behind Sail Sharks. We have such a loyal fan base. You can always hear the drums and the die-hard fans who show up to every match, rain or shine.
I'm so excited to play at Hayward Road. It's always an amazing atmosphere whenever I've been there before, and yeah, just to be back home.
Sail are going to bring passion, they're going to bring team moving rugby, they're going to bring a lot of flair, and it's going to be an exciting time to be in the north. We're going to score some tries.
Bring it on.
New era.
Teams out at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Saracens firmly in control of this encounter. Sale Sharks having tiptoed their way up into the top 4, and Saracens have really given them a bloodied nose over that first 40 minutes. 33 points to nil at half-time. What will Tom Hudson and Luke Stratford have said to their side? Charlie Beckett as well, of course, the triumvirate coaching ticket. It's Holly Aitchison moving back as a native of the Northwest. McDougall, who sends it away. Where's that ball going to bounce? Breaches under pressure. Nice option from Duffy, just to send that down and put the pressure on. Of course, this is a double header. As Harrison makes the clearance. Saracens men will be playing Northampton Saints in the Gallagher Prem a little bit later. Also have a show, Cat Merchant, by Dizzy Rascal to enjoy.
It's all going off here.
It is. I heard the people from Saracens side who were around when the sound check took place last evening, and they have all just done that double eyebrow raise at me when I've asked how was it. They've said it's pretty knockout, so you can get Dizzy a little later. I understand the club have been playing Just a Rascal as the tune when the yellow card was shown earlier, so that's a little bit of fun they've been having with Dizzy's back catalogue. Hope you're enjoying the coverage from wherever you're watching. I certainly know that we've got Captain America watching alongside with us, Cat Merchant, this afternoon. Kate Zack is nursing, well, hopefully a slightly repaired eye socket injury.
That looks savage.
Didn't it? When it's done by your own teammate as well. But
yeah.
Shout out to Kate Zack. Wishing you the speediest of recoveries.
Laura Keats once broke my nose.
Really?
Fellow Worcester player, an England player, yeah.
Lucky you.
In the own team.
Changes have been made at scrum half. As you can see, Amy Relf is onto the field.
Yeah, from a sales perspective, you really just want them to get something into this game, and you know the messages on at that half time of almost, as we said, just you've got to get rid of that first half now, and you're just playing from a fresh start, just so you get your heads up, get some confidence into things, build momentum.
Yeah, we've also looked to bring on Katie Childs, who's replaced Erica Jarrell-Searcy. And also Morwenna Talling now on for Charlotte Frey as well. So second row replaced, scrum half replaced, front row replaced. They have rung 7 of their changes, bearing in mind when Beatrice Rigoni went off for the yellow card. They opted to make a change and bring on Evie Wills. Well, so Sharks have started the second half in similar vein to how they started the first. Pressure in the Saracens 22. Can they ensure there's a better outcome this time? Paris Redding driving away forwards. Packers tried to get under the ball, but it's there and coming back on the side of the visitors, who'd like this fresh start to the second half. Morwenna Talling with the carry. Another penalty advantage in this area.
The advantage, they say, get to go again.
Brittany Hogan has gone straight for the line. Trying to keep the tempo. Saracens have tried to lift that over the line. Oh, it was a poor pass. Not much that Aitchison could do with that. Kicked over from Duffy.
And basically that is what your face is doing right now. It's one of those where you just go, oh, just things are just not quite working. It's almost that desperate attempt, isn't it, to just get something, but actually you don't need to do the hit and hopes and the kicking wonders. You just need to get those basics right and build, because they are a good team.
I mean, certainly Aitchison was under pressure there, but that from Duffy was, I think, a little clueless in the circumstances.
Yeah, and you know, if that pays off, then we're there going, oh, amazing. But just when you're under pressure and you're down, you just seem to just want to build rather than put more pressure on yourself.
Kat Merchant, who's with us here at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, World Cup winner from 2014. Apps for Harrison. I don't think it was intended as the crossfield kick pass that time, just slightly off the outside of the boot. Ended up being there for Ralph, who slips it on, and then Talling. Ralph again going looking for where the gaps might be. Katana Howard looking to try and burst away through. Ralph again. Softer hands, replacement front row working nicely there. Purrs to James. Oh, that was through the breadbasket and not really held well enough by Scottish international Eva Donaldson. Another one of those who joined this season from Tigers.
Yeah, I think for Sale today, they'll come away obviously disappointed, unless it's something, a miracle happens in this second half, or they'll at least be disappointed by their first half, let's say. But I think, though, defensively, they've put in a shift. They've worked really hard. There's just been a few, well, quite a few too many knock-ons in areas where they've just managed to give Saracens that territory and possession, and you just can't do that with top two teams.
Nine tries now for Liv Apps over the course of the season. 84 carries for 615 metres, 6 turnovers, 1. There's a reason a few people are already suggesting that she might be in mind for an end of season Player of the Season award.
Yeah, she's just incredible. Really, really is. Just smart player, fast player, just everything she touches just seems to be gold.
Yeah, 6 try assists coming into this as well.
5, 6.
4 lurk behind to the left of this scrum. Harrison, one of them, and Apps is going to consider feeding. Well, it was options to the left were 4 on 3, and Apps is still going, and then breach Corrigan. Corrigan's kick through. Campbell's giving chase. Aitchison, in fact, who was the one to get back there. Turnover is going to come back on Sarri's side, and it's Corrigan. Hasn't got herself on the score sheet yet, the woman on her 50th club appearance, but my goodness, haven't her interventions at ruck time and defensively been so strong. Spoke to me pre-game, talked herself up as a grinding player, someone who just gets involved in the defence and stuff, not someone that speaks with great prowess about her attacking game. But
yeah, which I found baffling, because her attacking game is incredible.
Surely she's handing back her membership of the Wingers Club with a remark like that,
yeah.
As I speak to one who scorched round a few on the wing.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have described myself as a gritty defender, but attacking prowess.
Don't worry,
yes.
neither would your teammates.
Can finish though, so that's
Make sure you know what your strengths are. With all of my international caps, of course. Kelsey Clifford has come onto the field. Donna Rose has come onto the field. 2 international props to add into the mix to go up against the likes of Purrs and James, Welsh and USA internationals themselves. We have ourselves a full international front row on both sides. Amy Ralph Played in 12 of the previous 14 matches. That's a nice line from Katana Howard. Key cog at 12 for the side. She's only missed Trailfinders in February and the Tigers a couple of weeks ago. Here is Corrigan herring back to do the duties that are required of her. Oh, key meterage. Bounced Ralph out the way. Apps didn't fancy everyone lurking on the right. It's a little rushed from Campbell to Immaculate. Aitchison eyeing up what the option might be from well inside her 22. Oh! Hasn't skipped to be a 50-22. So the advantage will be Sale Sharks.
Yeah, you never know where a ball is going to bounce, but that one I think would have been covered. So the advantage not going to come from there. So they'll come back for this scrum, and you have to say Saracens scrum still really strong, but those substitutions for the Sale front row have really made a difference in that scrum. Still under pressure, but working better.
Go forward, elbow up, go forward. Crouch. 5. Set.
Ralph will pick. Aitchison across the face. Howard, oh, she's already put her hands to her head as if it was just too much. It's been inch perfect in terms of the touchline. Good arrival from Hogan, gets the head down. Good 3 metres before she met the contact there. Back in from Ralph, kept alive by Aitchison, keeping that go forward. Dribbler from Aitchison, just into that back corner of the field. Tidy up job. Oh, it's nice from Harrison, who's then just put a bit of pace on it as well. And where one fly half is lurking, the other with a 12 on the back can just prod this down. Where's this going to bobble? Oh my goodness, it's a stunner from Amelia McDougall.
Imagine being that good at like 20s, isn't she? She's like really young, and to just nail that 50-22 so comfortably as well, all from this break from Harrison. She's carried more than normal today. Normally, you know, distributor, kicker, but she's really got stuck into it and carried. And then, yeah, this one from Amelia, absolutely beautiful, just inside her own half, and then getting there to there, fantastic.
She is on John Mitchell's radar. Oh, Saracens just knock it on as they try to build from the line out. So that is already giving up the advantage that they had just earned from McDougall. 21 years of age, as we mentioned, former England under-20s. There's Emma Hardy. Acknowledges the error. It's a really well-run line-out from Senft. Just whacked at her. Probably a little late from Packer on the delivery.
Yeah, a little bit. Just those fine-tuning lines.
Crouch. 5. Set. Play away.
Ralph's looking as to whether there's going to be any other call from the referee, but she just wants her to play it. And Howard, slipping through the gap. That's really nice from Wills. Wills chased down by Liv Apps. Canadian is so rapid, so ready to take on those one-to-ones. Holly Aitchison had to swallow up the contact there. Flick back from Talling. Howard, well met by Donna Rose. That kick didn't really get away. Ralph. 10 consecutive games before missing Quins last month.
Wait in front. Wait.
Aitchison wanting to put the pressure on Gregson. Oh my goodness, how well taken out of the air was that from Rona Lloyd?
Beautiful take, one-armed I think as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do this with a player under my mitts as well. Extraordinary from the Scottish international. He's got a decent number of tries this season. Then Donaldson, another Scot. And now Campbell. trying to get away, but reeled in by Royer.
Yeah, ended up going laterally there, but it was a beautiful pass from Aitchison to get it to her.
Hogan. Paris Redding. No slouch either. Just bouncing through tackles. Beautiful from the Sale Shark skipper. Attempted tackle from Jess Breach. There we go. There's the call against Gregson.
I was going to say, 'cause look, Breach was pretty smart to go in there and actually try and get the pull towards so she could get the turnover. So would have been surprised if it was against her, but it wasn't. It was actually done for Gregson, not Rowland.
Yeah, I was about to commend Jess Breach because that looked textbook.
It really did. Really smart. And there's the Rona Lloyd one that we said about. That was really casual, wasn't it? Just like scooped it up. And then Paris Redding showing her pace here. Really great footwork, nice and balanced. Breaking out of the contact point, and then the air from Breach to pull her in to then go for the jackal. Great strength.
It was a good spot from referee Nicky O'Donnell on the impact of Gregson leading into that.
Yeah, always got to be a fair contest, so if you're affecting anyone else arriving.
So Emma Hardy has just dropped out behind the dead ball line and is leaving the field. Has been replaced by Lottie Sharp. Was the throw over the top at the tail.
Tackle! Hands away!
Sarries have it.
Wait in front, wait, good now.
Aitchison looks at the options. Not too much presenting itself. She's maintained possession, but the pass was poor, and you just sense Aitchison needed to make a bit clearer of a decision a second earlier. Found herself under pressure. No one at the back. The kick from Harrison. Oh, he's going to bounce the wrong side and go dead.
Those fine margins, aren't they? Because if that just touches a different bit of ground there, it bounces out, and that's a beautiful 50-22, but just goes a bit deep there. But when you're playing with 33-0 up, you can afford to do these things. But so far then into this second half, Saracens not scored, so Sale managing to keep that to a 0-0. So could have been something that they did speak about at half time of making sure that the second half completely different, or maybe come out and even try and win the second half. Yeah, Sale will be wanting to get a score as well because no one wants a nil.
Being driven back. Lovely left to right pass from Aitchison to find Wills. Now another advantage against Sarries. Paris Redding. Lovely balanced runner. Georgie Paris Redding, 10th PWR game as captain this season. Also quite the defender. She's actually 5th for tackles across the PWR, but it's not in defence that we're seeing Sale Sharks at the minute. It's going forwards, and it's Duffy. And the chance to feed a little bit of the speed in Wills. 12th PWR appearance since joining this season for the Scottish qualified nurse.
Feed the speed. I like that one.
Scrum here, or just inside the 15 for the tackle off the ball on that side.
But first time really we've seen Sale with the width that they can play with, because they do have pace out there.
17 out and round. Yeah. Pause there, girls. Just before you kick that, can you just nudge that one off? Thank you.
Big decisions for John Mitchell to make over the course of his Guinness Women's Six Nations campaign. That battle at 10, will it be Holly Aitchison? Sale Sharks fly half, will it be Zoe Harrison at Saracens? You just wonder, given the strength of the performances from Saracens, the speed at which they've been playing alongside Apps, it's probably going to fit the bill of the sort of rugby that Mitchell wants England to play. And I guess it's that age-old argument, if you're playing in a club that's going well, are you going to be more likely to get yourself an international spot as well, which you would think Zoe Harrison will be relying on.
Exactly, and Harrison, you spoke about her kicking accuracy as well for post. She's been incredible this season for Sarri. She really has looked that all-round complete player.
So change onto the field comes Lou McMillan. Also on Georgia Evans. 6-2 split from Saracens. We have yet to see the introduction of World Player of the Year, Sophie de Goede, who is coming back from injury, potentially in this encounter. Oh, that's worked nicely. Duffy, Lloyd. Oh. The forward pass there was so clearly telegraphed by the fact that it had to be transferred into the hand and spun the other way from Lizzie Duffy here.
Yeah, Lloyd will be really disappointed. I don't know if she was wanting a kick through or something, but she was sitting in front of her when she got the ball, and as a winger with the pace that Lloyd has, you've got to get yourself deep so she can hit onto that, because she is so dangerous. So here, yeah, it's juggled, has to turn. As you can see from the line of the on the pitch, on the grass, yeah, Lloyd was in front the whole time.
It's a double error, that sort of thing, isn't it? The winger's overrunning it. The player in possession has looked to try and find a pass. They've reset the ball and it's ended up looking more obviously forwards.
Yeah, I think if you look up and see winger that flat, just carry. You just can't go through with the pass. Winger's overrun it and just be done.
Perhaps is having a look. She's going to have a look down the short side. Of course she is, because she can certainly do that and then find the ball and get it away for Lottie Sharp. Apps all on her own, holding things up as best she can before Gabby Senft arrives. The Canadian cavalry are there. Harrison, not much time, did well to find McDougall, who had Packer on the inside shoulder, got the call. Rose. Field. Apps for Evans. Bryony Field is onto the match in replacement, into the match replacing May Campbell. Apps. Senft. Field on the outside. Gabby Senft just always drags in the bodies, whatever carry she makes. Georgia Evans presenting herself and losing the ball.
Playing with the advantage anyway for a high tackle earlier on. So here's Liv Apps doing what she does best, that carry off of the scrum, the handoff, and then the ability to just pass flat as well. Work really hard on the 1-2 to make sure it doesn't get turned over.
Well, the changes are being made by both sides. Courtney Keat comes on for Sale Sharks, but Sophie de Goede, World Rugby World Player of the Year. A bittersweet moment to have won that award, having just lost the World Cup final, but de Goede, an absolute cheat code of a player, and how great for Saracens to be able to bring her back. She is announced to the crowd at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Under the arm of Georgia Evans, as this comes crashing forwards from Sale Sharks. As Cat Merchant mentioned, it's 0-0 as far as the second half is concerned. Sale Sharks will be happy about that. It's pretty much the first time we've seen Saracens tiptoeing towards that Sale Sharks 22, which was such a different story in the first half. That's a little inaccurate on the pass. Can Saracens or Sale Sharks get going from here? It's so messy from Sale Sharks at the minute.
Yeah, scrappy, very scrappy. Those couple of passes, putting himself under pressure.
Released back. Option from Royer of Canadian teammate Apps following up. Tackle was made on Lottie Sharp as she stuck it into the 22 and said, we'll just pin you back towards your line even if nothing else is on. And that's the experience you get from Lottie Sharp.
Yeah, really great, because if you're across there that tight to the touchline as a winger, you know you're going to potentially risk getting tackled into touch. So
put boot to ball, put it through, team can chase it, they can now put pressure on this line out, really smart.
Played in her 5th final last season, led Sarries to 3 league titles, Lottie Sharp.
Are you out? Thank you.
Cocaine, it's not found its intended target. Bryony Field was certainly not that. Senft with the pick. Liv Apps is looking up to the options there. Kelsey Clifford is one of them. Clifford to get low and go for the line. Saracens have the try in the second half. Kelsey Clifford, World Cup winning Red Rose to the rescue. A 7th try in the season for PWR. It's another one for the front row club.
Yeah, just reverting to their power play. They've always got that in the bank, haven't they? If things have been slightly tighter in the second half, Sale have shown a bit more of what they can do in attack. And then once Saracens, as you said, haven't really been in an attacking position like this. This is the first time when they come away with points.
Conversion from Harrison brings up the 4-0. 5 out of 6 from the tee from the Red Rose fly half.
Yeah, and Kelsey Clifford, really nice line there.
Clearance made. Solid once again. Courtney Keat, former Bristol player, just a 5th appearance for the Sharks after hip injury post-Rugby World Cup. It's not become the afternoon that Amy Cocaine and co might have hoped for. Tricky one, of course, this week. Both sides had their Red Roses away as camp preparations get underway for that Women's Six Nations. Weren't really able to train with them at all. Here comes Sarries again. McDougall, Gregson might have a bit of space to work in. It was nearly opening up in front of Gregson, not held, so can continue to play the ball. Apps, oh, that's decent. Good hands from Evans, and the chance to slip it away for Lottie Sharp. Saracens finding room when there was none. And just like the first half, no sooner than they score one than they score another straight away afterwards. Try number 7. And it's Lottie Sharp.
It's exactly that. They score one and it's almost like, yes, this is what we do. This is what we're here for. And they just keep applying that pressure. So it's really good from Apps again. And then it's Amelia McDougall who manages to get that really quick hands and pass across, which she's been so good at doing this whole game. And then it's a great finish from Sharp as well. And good hands from Evans to get it to her.
4th try of the season for Lottie Sharp. Liv Apps has just gone to take a place on the bench, replaced by Tori Sellers. Harrison. Oh, it's another beauty.
Yeah, just pretty much perfect from the tee, isn't she? There's that pass from Evans to Sharp to finish off.
Great combination of backs and forwards, working well. They're nudging towards 50. Here's Saracens.
Take him back. Thank you, 18. Outside.
One of the few unforced errors that we've seen from Saracens over the course of the afternoon. That one going straight out into touch, having been taken into the 22 rather than able to clear it straight out.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see the stats on the error count for Sarries, because it's been hardly any at all. They've been really clinical.
Had to be patient second half, haven't they? Such was the effort in this area of the field, really, that we've seen from Sale Sharks since the break. Testament to Sale Sharks' tenacity, but just not quite able to do enough. That was nicely worked. Just another messy one from Holly Aitchison, who's had a couple of interactions to forget.
Yeah, it's had a lot of pressure flying up on her as well, and it's always difficult being a fly half on a team that's under a lot of pressure. And that one's not pretty. She wants to go back inside, but again, it's the body angle, isn't it? If you're having to turn yourself forward, it's always gonna look that way.
Sellers. Harrison. Looking at the percentage crossfield diagonal kick. Perhaps a little easy for Harrison to be finding grass there.
Yeah, it was, and I think again you can see how Saracens just turn any error that Sale have done. They just then are able to capitalise it and come straight back in, absorb any pressure, and they just deliver. And that's a great nudge.
Cocaine nails it to the tail. Aitchison. Wills on the outside drift, but well tracked by Gregson. Oh, now the counter-ruck from Saracens. Look at the hunger. And then Evans can get in and make the pick. Turnover of possession is so clinical. Here they go again. Clifford. Sellers got in. Had work to do. They got in front of each other a little bit there on that carry, though.
Just relax. I appreciate that, but you've got players on the ground after this. It's underneath what player as well, okay?
Georgie Perez-Redding getting a little frustrated with the actions of Zoe Harrison.
Edge of the tap, girls. Girls, use the edge of the mark. Girls, edge of the mark. It's okay. All back.
A little disconnected at the back of the line-out, but they do have it. Lloyd deputises at 9.
Advantage. 19 offside. Can't reward you. 19 offside.
Sophie de Goody thought she was through, and there'd already been the penalty given away at the back of the line, at the back of the breakdown. Aitchison to take them into the Sarries 22.
I wanted to see a foot race here from de Goody. He's been out injured. Let's see what you've got, but I'd still back it, to be honest.
Just stay flat if you're in that space. Same as the first half. Insert nobody's left. Numbers. It is a free kick.
Free kick against Sarries. What's going to be the decision here? Wills is on it. Ready to give this the tap and go. Sends it up for Brittany Hogan. Now they come to the right. Wills. Oh, what's out the back from Talling? That was really nicely done. Cutting back in goes Katie Childs. Swedish international. Then again. 3-4 metres to go. Can Sale Sharks rid themselves of the bagel? Not with a handling error like that. De Goody. Or they've got knock-on advantage. They might fancy this. Breach sends it away. Corrigan getting going. Alicia Corrigan on her 50th. Gets the support from Breach. Oh, how did she get rid of that? She can't believe it. Neither can we. What have we done with Jess Breach?
Yeah, yeah. That's just, but again, the ability to play from their 22, to have the confidence to move it out wide. Great hands out there, and then really good pace. Good pass from Breach to Corrigan. Corrigan goes flying round here. Thought there might be an attempt of a tap tackle just slightly earlier, and then, yeah, Breach just can't keep hold of it because she knows if she's got that, nobody is catching Breach at full flight.
The Jess Express pulled out of the station without any carriages.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't realise. There we go. I'll put time on once we put the scrum, girls. Time's on. Crouch! 5! Set!
Penalty Sale Sharks.
17's floor.
Well, Kat, as the clock ticks into the 70s, who's impressed you this afternoon in terms of our Built for Athletes player of the match?
Well, I've obviously spoken about Liv Apps a lot during this game, and I think she's been a standout player. But for me, someone that has been incredible and a part of all of the Saracens' attack has been Amelia McDougall. I think her handling, her 50-22, just everything about what she's done, she's been fantastic, real team player.
Amelia McDougall, selected by Kat Merchant as our player of the match. Called into defensive duties right now as Sale Sharks come on the attack once more. It's Cocaine in uncharted waters. Talling, lovely bit of link play a couple of times. Talling again. Cocaine again. Back for Aitchison. Just seems a little disjointed from Sale Sharks at times. There is a knock-on advantage. They can't continue because Nikki O'Donnell has called it. But yeah, that expression probably says all it needs.
Absolutely. It's just that not been able to get things together, that link play. I think that was supposed to go out the back probably, but then it just gets caught up on who's supposed to have it, and it's just really messy from Sale.
Scrum penalty in the last few moments. Oh, it's not gone to touch though. Oh, and then it's just gone forwards as ever. Corrigan is in the thick of things, helping to try and win possession.
Yeah, she's had a stormer, hasn't she? Really has. Ball in hand, just looks so relaxed, so comfortable. Been that second fly half out there, really enabled Saracen to attack with width.
And there she is, right on cue. Dougal coming in, receiving again. Corrigan coming onto it. How she'd love a score. On her 50th appearance for the club to Goody. Evans. Oh, it's good driving from Sale Sharks. Rose. That's better from De Goody, getting the offload away. Saracens building again. Senft with the fend.
Hands away!
Harrison, long one. Oh, it was nearly intercepted by Rona Lloyd. I think it will just be given as the knock on.
Yeah, just a knock on there because it was a genuine attempt from Lloyd to go for the ball and to catch it. So she's read it well, come up, and yeah, just can't quite keep hold of it, but it's a good read there.
On this side. I can't reward either of you. Okay, let's reset it. Come on. Come on, let's go.
Nikki O'Donnell. She knows them as well as they know her, and they certainly know what Nikki O'Donnell expects.
Fine.
Get control of this encounter well. Sellers.
Thank you. 9.
Harrison. Breach, lovely line from Jess Breach, only has eyes for the line, and Breach scores. Really nicely worked from Saracens. And Jess Breach, 6th try of the season. She's been enjoying her role at fullback, and it takes Saracens over the 50-point mark to round off a great afternoon at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And I'll tell you what, it's lovely to see that move is still going. That was going when I was playing. Classic Rangi option line through the middle. But it's great because you have options all over the place. It could go out wide, could go to that inside runner, or could go to hard runner from Breach. And Breach still has work to do there. That's not a clean through. She has to fight for that.
Conversion added from Zoe Harrison, 7 from 8 on the tee this afternoon, but it is 8 tries from Saracens. They have certainly met the arrival of Sale Sharks into the top 4. And when we mentioned pre-match whether they might fancy giving them a tap on the nose for their arrival in that part, well, they certainly have. They have kept Sale Sharks scoreless, which, with the arrival of Dizzy Rascal a little later, is anything but bonkers given the strength of this Saracens side, because they burst out of the traps in that first quarter, securing the bonus point try around the 20-minute mark. Second half took a little while to catch fire, but my goodness, have they made a statement once again. Alex Osterbury talked during the week saying that this event is a celebration of cultures, fashion and music all entwined. We're here to entertain, and I hope we take the opportunity of the showdown to show our talents. Well, my goodness, haven't they done that? Final score, Saracens 54, Sale Sharks 0. Your thoughts, Kat Merchant?
Yeah, Saracens just really... It was that 10-minute period where they got 3 tries in a row so quickly off the bounce, where they just looked dangerous. They looked like they were going to play from anywhere, and they did. That was a really good performance from them, and they can be pretty confident moving forward into the final round.
Hugely disappointed from the game against Gloucester Hartpury. I think largely for being drawn into aspects of the game that perhaps they were just a little surprised by or caught out by when They thought they were going to be met playing a big, expansive game on game against the champions and receive a similar game. They got drawn into a chess match and a strategic game, more so from Dan Murphy and co, giving up penalties at scrum time when Maud Muir was having a field day. And well, I think it hurt them, but what they really wanted to do was come back and show exactly the sort of rugby that they enjoyed playing, and they've done that this afternoon.
Yeah, and I think in previous seasons you've looked at it, and yes, Saracens have been contenders, but Gloucester Hartpury are the ones that you've always, the whole season, had your eye on being like, yeah, they're going to be finalists. This year, Saracens have shown glimpses, like the performance here today in that 10 minutes, where you go, this is a team that could win a final. So, and this is assuming, obviously, it ends up being those two in the final that we're talking about, because they're obviously, it's hotly contended as well for those top four. But this is a side that's starting to put their markers out for going all the way.
May Campbell having the last few words in the group, co-captain alongside Zoe Harrison. 8 tries all in all. So if you're coming late to our coverage this afternoon from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, well, Cat Merchant can guide you through all 8 of the tries that we've enjoyed in this one. Yeah. I'll go off for a little break here, because it might take you a while.
Yeah. Yeah. So Saracens opening really strong, and there was our player of the match with the pass to Jess Breach, who has a lovely run, and then the pass back inside to Liv Apps, who goes over to score the first impressive try. First of 8 of the afternoon. And then it's Harrison with the crossfield, and it's a nice bounce as well. Gregson working so hard. Offload back inside to Khalil, who's had good work rate throughout this game, getting herself in those wide channels. And then this one again, going wide, forwards out there, with Sense out wide this time is the one to put it down. And then some of their Route 1 rugby with the bread and butter that they go for with their line outs, where Packer is the one to go over. And another forwards try in here with Liz Craig coming in to get hers. Gets her hands on in there. And gets over to finish off the first half tries. And coming into the second half, took a bit longer to get into this one, 20 minutes or so before they could get the first of the second half, and it's Kelsey Clifford, the one to go over for them. And then this one, lovely try. We enjoyed this one up in comms with Sharp coming on, making her impact known, but the hands to get it to her, fantastic. And then this was that rangy option line from Jess Breach, strong run-ins as well, not to be held up to score the 8th.
If they're still running moves, you know, Kat, bring your boots next time, come on.
Yeah, 40 years old. I mean, Packer's still out there, and she's going strong.
Exactly. What more do you need? Great to see Jess Breach in full flight there. Rounding off that afternoon, Harrison 7 from the tee, as we've mentioned. So 54 points scored by Saracens. Let's just put that alongside the results from earlier, and if you missed it, Bristol Bears got the win at the Principality. The big day out started with, well, a decent result for the home side. Big result. 17 points to 14. Harlequins' ambitions for top 4 then all but over, you would think. And well, Sale Sharks expecting to bounce in after those 5 wins out of 5, but Saracens had other ideas. They are title winners of previous seasons for a reason, and they're certainly showing the sort of strength that they hope takes them right into that final come the end of the season on Sunday the 28th of June. Later this weekend then tomorrow, Trailfinders 12:15 against Loughborough Lightning, and Gloucester Hartpury 2:30 kickoff at Kingsholm against Leicester Tigers. So how does the table look after all of this? Well, Sale Sharks not able to add any points. They have one more game left of the season with a bye week in round 17. But Saracens, they stay in touch with Gloucester Hartpury ahead of their game tomorrow. So moving up to 61 points. Plenty more action over round 16 to come, though, with those two further games tomorrow. And, well, that match between Trailfinders and Loughborough will be fascinating. Enjoying bringing you PWR action live here on BBC iPlayer. Friday night, the 29th of May. Trailfinders against Gloucester Hartpury could be another critical chapter in that race around the top four. And then Sunday the 7th of June, Exeter Chiefs against Sale Sharks. That one a 3:30 kickoff, as all of the games are on round 18. Well, we're going to be getting ready for a bit of Dizzy Rascal in a little while, and we'll certainly enjoy ourselves there. But 8 tries on the board for Saracens. All the autographs and the selfies will be given by the players, because they have done everything they can to go away for the international break, having given everything they possibly can to the cause. We look forward to you joining us for PWR action when we come back for round 17 in May. But we hope you've enjoyed this afternoon's match. Certainly if you're a Saracens fan, with all 5 points on the board. From me and from Cat Merchant, it's a very good afternoon.